guys? Welcome to Fourth Wall Smash. I appreciate you being here. Do me a few favors. I need you to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment if you're enjoying what you're watching. So today, we're going to watch a video of the top 10 best Nickelodeon cartoons. Now I want to see how many shows that I grew up with are on this list and how many from the news generation are on here. I kind of phased out my interest in Nickelodeon around 2005, 2006, I would say. So let's see how many of my favorites make it on this list. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I really want to get these numbers up. I'm at around 20 subscribers today. My goal is to get to 100 by the end of April. I need you to help me out. Thanks. All right, let's get into the video.
So I have shared with you all the shows that I love and not love on Cartoon Network. But this is not a one-horse town. Nickelodeon has been in the business for a while now, and they have provided some amazing content. Heck, some of my favorite
Yeah, I think Nickelodeon, I think they dropped in the late 80s. I'm pretty sure. We'll get into that. Maybe in another video I'll do a history of Nickelodeon or something, go down that rabbit hole.
shows of all time come from this channel.
This is exactly how I pictured your band would look.
This is the top 10 best Nickelodeon shows. Number 10, My Life as a Teenage Robot. I really enjoy the premise of this show. Usually, I don't care.
Okay. I remember this show. I think I was into it. Kinda. It's animated like Powerpuff Girls, if you really pay attention. I wonder if they're the same animators, or the same studio who made this show.
Care for tropes. And the, I'm a teenage girl, and you can't tell me what to do, Mom.
Do I make myself clear, XJ9? Jenny. What? Jenny! Call me Jenny! I changed my name to Jenny, remember? Ugh.
But the contrast between teen girl and superhero robot works well and makes for a fun dynamic. There's a Powerpuff Girls feel to it, which makes sense. Rob Renzetti, the creator behind the show, used to work on Powerpuff Girls and Samurai Jack.
Got it, makes sense. Yeah, and Samurai Jack, the same animation style. Okay.
So there's a good combination of action and slice of life.
I want to have friends and hang out like normal teenagers do. Who would want to hang out with a rusty hunk of metal like me?
Also, the humor is spot on.
People just don't respect fine art anymore.
Again, they use the teenage girl trope a lot, and I roll my eyes at how boy crazy Jenny is. But then they bring it back in with some sci-fi action.
You're as evil as your father. I'm not evil. I'm a normal girl! I am normal!
Yeah.
Number 9.
Yeah.
As your father. I'm not evil. I'm a normal girl! I am normal!
She turned into an evil ladybug. That's kind of lit.
Number 9. The Loud House. What a pleasant surprise.
I don't remember this one at all. I don't think I was watching this one.
Nickelodeon has been stuck on the SpongeBob trend for years now, so it was nice to see something that was different and actually succeed. The Loud House is about a boy named Lincoln and his 10 crazy sisters. I don't know why, but I get a Schoolhouse of Rock vibe from this. Maybe it's because of the character designs or the backgrounds. Usually, I don't care for generic characters who are summarized by a single trait. The funny girl, the music girl, the smart girl, the goth girl. But the show is able to flesh things out a bit. It takes some time to get there, but they get there.
And I got a new outfit for half off, which was weird because none of it was missing.
The show sets a solid precedent for current Nickelodeon, and that they should invest in new shows. That there is an audience out there that's hungry for fresh
Yeah, I don't think I would have been into this even if I was watching Nickelodeon at this time. You know, that's not really my taste in show.
cartoons, and the Loud House was a step in the right direction. Number 8. The Angry Beavers. This is such a wacky show. I started to rewatch the series a month ago, and I forgot how insane it can be at times.
Like, what was the concept of this show? Now, my adult brain and my childhood brain is trying to put the pieces together. I remember this joint. I didn't watch it that much, but it was funny. They had a few funny moments for sure. Let me see if they can jog my memory.
Where in the name of Deus Ex Machina did that T-Rex come from?
Its humor is definitely its strongest trait. I don't typically laugh out loud while watching a show, but Angry Beavers constantly gets me. Another outstanding trait is the voice acting. I don't know if it's deliberate or if they are just told to do whatever they want, but the final product is amazing. The voice actors for Norb and Dag deliver lines with this weird inflection and have this goofy flow to it.
Say, Dag, why don't you check the front porch?
The front porch?
See if any special handling instrucciones came with the car.
Instrucciones?
Look all around! Check the forest! They may have blown away!
Random humor can come across as try-hard and stupid, but it really works here. They embrace it and provide one of the silliest shows I have ever seen.
Harry blows!
Number 7. The Wild Thornberrys. I remember when this show
Yeah. This show was lit. My boy Donnie.
came out.
You couldn't hold Donnie down.
It premiered alongside Cousin Skeeter, and all of the kids at my school were looking forward to it. We all kind of dismissed the Wild Thornberrys and only cared about Cousin Skeeter, but after both shows aired, our opinions completely changed. It shouldn't be too surprising why.
Yeah. Hey, this show was crazy. And then they had 702 do the theme song. Those were the days, man. Nickelodeon and music, you couldn't beat that in the 90s, man. Like, they had the All That theme song. I think they did All That. I think 702 did All That. I gotta look into that. Did they do the All That theme song?
A big reason why I initially wasn't too excited for the Wild Thornberrys was due to their designs, and I did not like their mouth hanging on the chin thing they had going on.
Sorry, Deb. I guess we'll just have to play Castle in the Combi. What?
Despite the weird designs, I gave the show a chance, and I really liked what I saw. The premise was fun, and the characters had good chemistry. Also, I was a fan of nature documentaries, and the show did a good job of showcasing animals from different parts of the world. They even map out the geographical location of a specific episode in the intro for the show. Eliza might have been the main character, but Tim Curry as Nigel steals the show. He is just so charming and funny.
I'll do this with my hands.
Number 6. The Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, he didn't even touch on Donnie. Donnie was a star of the show. Without him, I don't think I would have watched.
There are a couple of shows on Nickelodeon that have overstayed their welcome. Fairly Odd Parents is one of these shows, but that's not to say it's not good. Heck, when it first came out, it was one of my favorite shows, and my friends and I would quote it at school all the time.
You're my new best friend.
When dealing with magic,
Yeah, that show was crazy.
the sky's the limit, and the show took that to heart. Aliens, monsters, superheroes. There was even a crossover with Jimmy Neutron. The characters are fun and have good chemistry, but my favorites were Timmy's parents. I loved how blissfully unaware they were of Cosmo and Wanda, even though the proof was usually right in front of them. Also, they were super funny.
And this is where I put a trophy. If I had one!
Number 5. Invader Zim. what a dumb show. The characters are idiots. The world it takes place in is disgusting. And the jokes are absolutely stupid. And I freaking love it.
Yeah, I was about to say, this show is pretty good. I used to look forward to Invader Zim.
The gritty universe of Invader Zim, it just works. From nasty humans eating at a fast food joint to gross alien biology. Invader Zim is one of the few shows that utilizes gross humor properly.
I've been working out.
As I said, the show is stupid, and it knows it. That's why they embrace it. You have an incompetent alien, a dim-witted robot, a mentally disturbed boy, and a little goth girl who could care less about any of it. Oh, and a professor who doesn't wear any pants.
Power is restored to the Earth once more. It's a good thing I exist!
It's random, it's grim, it's awesome. As I said before in my top 10 best Cartoon Network video, I am a big fan of robots, and Invader Zim delivers. Massive armadas of machines and mech fights. It makes the world feel bigger, but in a good way. Number 4, Rugrats. Rugrats was my first favorite show.
Hell yeah.
I remember watching other shows as a child, but Rugrats stood above them all. At the time, I didn't really know why. Baby humor wasn't funny to me, but I still enjoyed the show. Years later, I rewatched
In Bob we trust. I swear.
the series, and it started to make sense to me. It's the characters. Plain and simple. They work so well with one another and make for a fun show. Yeah, the adventures the babies would go on were sometimes crazy, but I wouldn't really care if it wasn't for the characters. Tommy, the fearless leader. Chucky, the scaredy cat. Phil and Lil, the comic relief. And Angelica, the bratty kid who would boss everyone around.
Here's your pudding, Angelica.
Oh, that's okay, Uncle Stu. I'm not hungry anymore.
Yo, Stu, that was a character, man. He was like a toy inventor. Yeah. Didn't he invent Reptar? I think he invented Reptar.
Here's the funny thing. As a kid, my favorite part of the show were the babies. But as an adult, my new favorite part of the show are the parents. There's so much adult humor that went over my head. But I caught it this time around.
I told you, Charlotte. Dr. Lipschitz says it's a girl.
Ha! That windbag thought Phil and Lil were intestinal gas.
Face it, darling. Riding high, it's a guy.
Well, you know what they say. Born under Venus, look for a... Hello?
This was the first show that
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't catch that at all when I was a kid.
Nickelodeon truly pushed. I feel that they jumped the shark when they made All Grown Up into a spin-off series. After that, I didn't really care anymore, but the old episodes are still good and hold up to this day.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Why on earth are you making chocolate pudding?
Because I've lost control of my life.
Number 3, Avatar, The Last Airbender. The
Oh no, they could have kept this. I ain't watched none of this shit.
Last Airbender proves that an overarching story can succeed on a children's television channel, but that doesn't mean that adults can't enjoy it though. Avatar can have its silly moments,
I was wondering if you would like to go out sometime.
He'd love to.
Great. I'll meet you in front of the shop at sundown.
and serious moments.
Happy birthday, my son. If only I could have helped you.
The universe of Avatar is unique in that it combines fantasy elements with that of actual human history.
Earthbenders, they step a stone.
Yeah, I think this was really for the anime lovers. I wasn't an anime lover when this came out. I think I was still on Disney Channel, but then after that, I started watching more adult shows.
Jumps up out of the ground, they smack it, and wham, it goes flying.
Also, the characters are fantastic, with Uncle Iroh being one of my favorites of all time. And the animation is superb. Dynamic battles displaying different angles that flow smoothly. Everything about this show is satisfying, and I highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it yet. Number 2, Hey Arnold. The first thing that stands out to me about this show is the setting. It takes place in a city that feels like a combination of New York and Seattle. Personally, I never lived in a city, but I know that they have all kinds of sights and characters. That's something that Hey Arnold excelled at. It has a wide but personal cast of people who live in the city, and they all feel unique. Stoop Kid, Pigeon Man, Big Bob, the Jolly Ollie Man. The combination of characters with a setting make for a wonderful world, one of fun and wonder despite being just a bunch of kids in a city. The cast of characters have great interactions, from the brashness of Harold, to the kindness of Arnold, to the obsession of Helga.
Yo, that chick, Helga, loved the shit out of Arnold. But, yeah, she could never admit that like, she's the definition of passive aggressive.
Of Harold, to the kindness of Arnold, to the obsession of Helga. They all just...
Oh yeah, and then Stinky, he'll be breathing. And then Helga crack his ass in the face. Yeah.
Come together so perfectly. The greatest trait about the show, though, are the lessons they teach. They don't come across as pandering.
Stoop, kids afraid to leave a stoop. Stoop, kids afraid to leave a stoop. Yeah, they played him until he got brave. Yeah.
Can apply to anyone, regardless of age. That's not easy to do, but Hey Arnold was able to pull it off. I'm super excited for the Jungle movie later this year. It looks excellent, and I think Arnold will get the closure he deserves. And number 1, the best show on Nickelodeon is... SpongeBob SquarePants.
Hey! You already said that!
This show is lightning in a bottle, which is why Nickelodeon refuses to let it go. It has been going on since 1999 and shows no sign of yielding. There's even a third movie for 2019.
So this is the thanks I get for working on...
Yo, that episode before this one, where he was selling the chocolates, and he went to that old lady house who looked like she was like half dead. And Patrick was like, if you put it on your body, you'll live forever. And her daughter was like, no, please. Hey, she was like, chocolates.
Overtime.
The first few seasons of SpongeBob were legendary. I would even compare it to the same levels of Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. The stories and jokes were some of the funniest I have ever heard on television. I mean, there's a reason why SpongeBob remains to be one of the most quotable shows of all time.
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either.
The show embraces the strengths of its characters. Patrick and SpongeBob are like these dumb puppies, while Squidward is a grumpy cat who can just never win. It reminds me of Bugs and Daffy and how they would go back and forth with one another.
Could I have something to eat?
No.
Could I have something to eat?
No.
Could I have something to eat?
No.
Can't you say anything else but no?
Try asking again.
Can I have something to eat?
No.
I love this show, and I love rewatching it. The old episodes absolutely hold up. It's a shame how Nick has run the show into the ground. As I said before in my video, the Loud House was a step in the right direction, and there's no shame in letting SpongeBob go, though I doubt that will happen. It's a cash cow for the network, and money is a priority, so I don't blame them for that. I just hope that SpongeBob does not prevent other shows from getting a chance. But when it comes to the best show on Nickelodeon, Old School SpongeBob is number 1 in my book. Hey guys, thank you all for watching.
Okay, I'm gonna do my own list because that wasn't a full list. He left out Rocket Power, first of all. Rocket Power was like one of the okay. SpongeBob is iconic, but to me personally, I think Rocket Power is better than SpongeBob. He got Hey Arnold on there. Good job. I think another one that's missing is As Told by Ginger. I think Jimmy Neutron should have been on that list. Yeah, there are a few. Oh, Cat Dog? He missed Cat Dog. Come on. This isn't a full list. Or maybe he should have gone top 20 because he left out some dope shows. I don't know. I think I'll do my home list one day. But cool, guys. Hey, thanks again for tuning in, checking out this video. Hey, before you leave, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Feel free to leave some suggestions, leave your opinions on how the reaction's going. Just talk to me. And remember, we have a goal. Let's get these numbers up. I appreciate it. Peace.